Hi everyone, welcome to Gold Hill. My name is Navi. I am the general manager and business manager actually here. And this is Val Tate. She's our winemaker, viticulturist, and our general manager here at the winery. And today we're going to be showing you our Grand Vin, our top Bordeaux styled wine. This is the top wine at Gold Hill, kind of our baby. This wine showcases pretty much all of the entire best parcels that we have here at Gold Hill. Most of the fruit for this comes from our home site here. It consists of Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Cab Sauv, and Malbec.
So as Navi said, the fruit comes from the vineyard and we're looking at selecting the best fruit parcels that we have. And we bring those into the winery and individually make wine from those small lots of fruit. And we take all of the fruit that we bring in, we take really good care of, but this fruit in particular gets the best of everything because we're earmarking it for the Grand Vin program and also for our top tier varietal program. So each individual fruit block is picked, brought to the winery. It's all treated the same. It's destemmed and then crushed or partially crushed. And we make the wine individually in tank and then it goes into barrel. And right now what I have in front of me here are the 4 samples of our wine. Each wine has been selected from barrels, so we have way more samples than these 4, but I've combined the 4 varietals. And the first one here is our Cab Franc. And the Cab Franc is probably the largest component year in of our Grand Vin. And the reason we choose Cab Franc is because it has this really amazing flavor profile from this vineyard. And it's turning out to be something that we really want to focus on. We really love the way Cab Franc is developing. We love the way it's developed in the valley, but in particular from this vineyard. So this would be what I would call what would give the fleshiness to the blend, so the body of the blend. And the characteristics, super aromatic, very perfumey, very delicate, like much more delicate than Cab Sauv, very elegant expression. So it fits really well. One thing I want to say too is oftentimes people say, if the wine is so nice by itself, why put it in a blend? And the thing is that when you create a blend, the flavors are so much better than each individual component because each individual component just gives one characteristic or one personality to the wine. So having them put together just really creates something that's just much more interesting, and we're literally designing the wine. And every winery, when they do their blending, creates a very individual personality for the wines that they put out. So that was the Cab Franc I was talking about. The second one is Merlot, and Merlot is something that we grow a lot of. It's probably the second most planted in our vineyards. And this gives medium body and the mid palate. It fills in the mid palate so that you can have more length through the middle of the blend. And then we add a small amount of Cabernet Sauvignon, which is like the skeleton, very firm tannins, quite bold in flavor. If you put too much of this in, it can really dominate this very elegant blend. So we really are looking for a very elegant expression. And then the last one, which is kind of like the accessory that goes into the wine, is Malbec. Malbec is very dark and brooding, big bouncy fruit. And again, too much of this and it really dominates and takes away from the elegance and the finish of this Grand Vin wine. So altogether, when this blend is made, we've now pulled from barrels. It goes into a blend that is allowed to kind of merge, or like a stew, kind of meld together. And then it gets put into a bottle, and then we further age it for another 4 to 5 years before release.
Typical Bordelais styles, cellaring the wine in the barrels for 18 to 24 months, and then also cellaring the wine in the bottle for another 4 to 5 months, 4 to 5 years actually, before releasing the wine. This is a wine that's kind of meant for long-term ageability, a wine that you can lay down 15, 20 years easy.
We're now currently selling the 2014, so it's readily accessible. You can drink it right now, but also it can go in cellar for another 10 to 15 years easy.
We would love for you to come check out Gold Hill. We're open 7 days a week, 10 to 5. We have everything in place, a welcoming staff. So please come join us and taste these beautiful handcrafted wines from our small family winery. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to check out the process more in detail, or you want to just visit us in the cellar and see what we're doing, taste in barrel, our future releases, and what we've got going on in our vineyards, the cellar, we'd be happy to tour you around. So please come visit.